My name is James Williams Jr. This is my third and final attempt at this, so hopefully it will go right. This is part 3 of keeping it real, approaching, etc., because I'm having a really rough day. So anyway, as I was saying, if a person doesn't like you, they shouldn't be afraid to come and tell you. I'm not saying like get all up in your face and tell you, but they shouldn't be afraid to tell you that they don't like you. They should be able to be honest, and that way y'all can find a mutual respect for each other and get through whatever bad blood there is. Now, I'm not pulling this out of my ass. I've had some tension with a neighbor, and as I was coming in, I just want to tell y'all that, karma is a motherfucker. Alright? It really is. And it is so funny that since I couldn't park there, other neighbors filled in the goddamn gap. So now her vehicle is stuck between two cars. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? And I said, she can come out of her house and look directly across the street at my car, which is not parked anywhere near her house. So now there are like 3 other cars from neighbors and people who don't really live on the block that has her vehicle, her new vehicle that she placed in the spot that I park in, to block her. And I'm like, well, I didn't talk to but 2 people and they don't belong to the cars that are doing it. So I'm like, okay, so I guess you'll have to go and buy like 2 or 3 new trucks to keep everybody from parking in their spot. I was laughing at that as I went to go get my nephew. But the whole simple fact of the matter is, I'm not mad at her for putting her truck in the spot that I park at. I'm mad at the fact that she couldn't come, be grown, and speak to me like a human being. Mr. Williams, I'm not comfortable with you parking your car in front of our yard. Although, personally, if I had knew somebody who was in the military and they parked their car in front of my house, or if that person was a police officer or something like that, I kind of would want them to park in front of my house. Because that way I know that they would keep my ass alive if something was to go wrong. So, when I took my oath of service, it was to protect against foreign and domestic terrorists. But now that I'm a vet and I'm no longer officially in the military, I don't technically have to follow those rules. The military expects me to have a standard of behavior, which most vets have until we get pissed off or someone spits in our face and calls us baby killers and shit like that. Luckily for me, I never was deployed, so I'm not a baby killer. But that does not make me any less a soldier. But at the same time, respect must be a two-way street. And respectfully, I say, if you don't like me, there's nothing wrong with that. It is not a crime for you to not like someone. What is a crime is for you to lead someone on and pretend that you like them, knowing that you don't. But see, that works if you're a bad guy, because that just gives you a little bit easier of a target. So if you get close enough to a person that you don't like, they'll never see the knife coming. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu number 2. Be seeing you. You have to forgive the interruption, because the video was completely and totally interrupted by other people who didn't see those damn lights. Be seeing you.